Hola, buenas tardes. Buenas tardes a todo el mundo. ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Bien? Muy bien. Bienvenidos a esta charla en español donde hoy vamos a aprender cuándo utilizamos por y cuándo utilizamos para. Esas malditas preposiciones que nunca sabemos cuál utilizar, ¿verdad? Esta va a ser una sesión interactiva, va a ser un juego donde vamos a intentar vencer ese dragón y en la aventura intentaremos aprender cuándo usar por y para, ¿vale? Primera preguntita. ¿Cuántos de aquí sois principiantes en español? How many of you are beginners in Spanish? Okay, one, two, good, good. For you guys, everything's going to be in Spanish. Some slides are in English. I'm going to be switching, so you will understand everything. The story is very simple, okay? ¿Intermedios? Bien, bien. ¿Y avanzados? Bien, muy bien. ¿Nativos? Un nativo, pues ya, bien. Nunca está mal recordar estas cosas. Muy bien. Entonces, vamos allá, chicos. Por y para, ¿por qué son tan difíciles? Por y para son difíciles porque tenemos muchas circunstancias donde usamos por y para. ¿Cuál es el truco? Saber recordar cada una de todas estas situaciones y poder utilizarlas en el día a día, ¿de acuerdo? Aparte de muchas expresiones que no tenemos tiempo de revisar aquí, por ejemplo, por favor, ¿verdad? Pero estas son las situaciones más importantes. El 99% de las situaciones están aquí. Como podéis ver, hay dos que son más importantes. ¿Por qué? Porque son las que realmente son difíciles. Todas las demás, fáciles. Estas dos son las más difíciles. ¿Por qué? Porque, como ahora vamos a ver, las dos responden a una sola pregunta. Why? Both answers just one question. Why? Entonces, para nuestra historia necesitamos un héroe, ¿verdad? Alguien que nos ayude a vencer al dragón. Por lo tanto, estas dos situaciones son las que nos proporcionarán nuestros héroes. ¿Queréis saber quiénes son nuestros héroes? You want to know who the heroes are? Let's go. So, as we said, por y para, answer one question. Why? But have you ever thought about the fact that when you ask why, there's two possible answers. Hay dos respuestas posibles. Why in the past and why in the present, in the future in this case, right? If I ask you, for example, why do you work? You can answer, I work for money. But my question would be, mi pregunta es, do you work because you want to get money in the future or you work because you need the money in the past? ¿Verdad? Esa es la diferencia radical de por y para. Yo trabajo por dinero, yo trabajo para ganar dinero. Este reason, cause, este goal, purpose, es el motivo por el cual vosotros os volvéis locos cuando intentáis utilizar por y para. Os voy a dar trucos muy efectivos. Por reason, cause, que es por, siempre va a ser el pasado. Pensadlo, chicos. Can anyone tell me something, a reason in the future? Es imposible, ¿verdad? Toda razón será en el pasado. Mi razón de estar aquí es porque en el pasado quería venir aquí. Goal and purpose va a ser al revés, será para el futuro. Is there any goal for the past? Imposible. El objetivo siempre es en el futuro. Por lo tanto, y este es el truco, substitutions. Because of. I work for money. I work because of the money. Why do you work? Because of the money. The reason, por. I work in order, future, to get money. Para. Anytime you've got this circumstance, remember then, we've got other circumstances. Tenemos otras circunstancias. Pero esta circunstancia, because of, in order to. Life-changing advice. So, por ejemplo, trabajo por dinero, I work because of the money, yo trabajo para ganar dinero. I work in order to earn money. The reason of my working is money, the goal of my working is money. Does that make sense, guys? ¿Sí? ¿Tiene sentido? Bien, bien. Este truco salva vidas, pero es solo dos de las muchas circunstancias que tenemos. Y estas dos nos van a decir nuestros héroes. ¿Quiénes serán nuestros héroes? Necesito ayuda, chicos. I need help. Tenemos un héroe del pasado. A hero from the past, because it's reason, it's cause, it's the past. Heroes from the past. Give me heroes. Hércules. Julius Caesar. Someone else? Our hero. Sorry? Nice, nice. Our hero is going to be no more, no less than Captain Jack Sparrow. He's from the past, indeed, from a fictional past, but he lived in the Caribbean many years ago. So this is going to be our hero for the port. He is going to try to slay the dragon in order to help you learn the port. And who's the hero for para? Bender from Futurama, right? They are heroes, come on, right? He is the chosen one because he's from Futurama. It's the future, reminds us, the future, in order to para, okay? So they both are going to lead us through this adventure. Now, we're going to split the room because we're going to make teams. I want you guys, I brought some stickers here. I need some help. Is there anyone, can you help me, please? Tengo etiquetas, stickers, etiquetas. Con por y para, equipos. Raise your hand who wants to be with Captain Jack Sparrow, and my friend will give you sticker, and don't raise your hand for Bender, and I will give you one. Everyone has a sticker? You can put it on your clothes, you can take it with you. Now you belong to a team. Now is your goal to support them. Por team, support Jack Sparrow. Para team, support Bender. Are you ready to know who is going to slay the dragon? Come on, we are learning Spanish. Spanish is like a passionate language. ¿Estamos preparados? Sí. Now you're Spanish. Spanish 101, how to be passionate. Vale, empezamos nuestra historia, chicos. Nuestra historia comienza en una lejana isla del Caribe donde un valiente pirata duerme tranquilamente en su cómoda cama. Su reputación es legendaria. Todos conocen su leyenda. Su nombre es Jack Sparrow. Bueno, Capitán Jack Sparrow. Where should I point for this to work? There, right? Yeah. Okay. So, de repente, alguien golpea fuertemente la puerta y Jack se despierta desorientado. Al abrir la puerta, Jack se encontró con un mensajero. ¡Capitán! Le han enviado un mensaje por carta. Aquí tenemos el primer por. ¿Cuál es este por, chicos? Tenemos un por que expresa la forma de comunicarse o la forma de transportarse. ¿De acuerdo? En inglés sería on, by, through. Por ejemplo, hablo con mi abuela por teléfono. What am I using to speak with my grandmother? I'm using the phone. Hablo con mi abuela por teléfono. Voy a enviar el paquete por avión. How am I going to send it? Through plane. Te escribo por WhatsApp. I write you through WhatsApp. What device, what thing am I using? That's the means of expressing something. Right? Does that make sense? ¿Tiene sentido? Sí. Continuamos. Jack coge el pergamino y lo lee. La carta habla sobre un tesoro oculto, un tesoro protegido por un terrible dragón, un tesoro que lo convertiría en el pirata más rico del Caribe. ¡Una nueva aventura! ¡Qué emocionante! Jack sale corriendo a preparar su querido barco, la Perla Negra. Pero Jack parece estar completamente perdido. Corre por las calles de Port Royal, por arriba, por abajo, por derecha, por la izquierda. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué está buscando? Parece que no encuentra la Perla Negra. Vamos a preguntarle, Jack, ¿dónde está la Perla Negra? Bueno, vamos primero a ver este por, que me he saltado una slide. Este por es Passage Across Locations. Cuando tenemos un destino, esto lo veremos luego con Bender, usamos para, destiny, para. Ahora tenemos el passage through locations. What road are you taking to get there? ¿Qué pasaje estás tomando para llegar allí? En inglés, by, along, through. Ayer caminé por el parque. Yesterday I went through the park. Estoy conduciendo por la autopista. I'm driving along the highway. Pasé por la tienda para comprar algo. That's not the destination. The destination is not the park. Destination is not the highway. Destination is not the store. It's just my way to go through those places. Now, ahora preguntamos a Jack. Jack, ¿dónde está la Perla Negra? Dice, no lo sé. Ayer me encontraba demasiado alegre cuando dejé mi navío en el puerto. Debe estar por ahí. Por alegre imagino que se refiere a borracho, estaría drunk. So, este por ahí. Tenemos approximate location, guys. Localización aproximada. En inglés tendríamos un around, un somewhere. Mi casa está por ahí. My house is somewhere around there. It's not a specific location. Aparca el coche por ahí. Estoy paseando por el Polyglot Gathering. I'm walking through the Polyglot Gathering, right? It's an approximate location. Muy bien. Pues este es este por. Pues vamos a dejar a Jack buscar su perla negra. Y ya tenemos 3 situaciones, chicos, donde utilizamos por. Tenemos 4. Razón causa, the past, means of doing something, across, passage across locations, and approximate location. Vamos a cambiar a Vender. Equipo Vender, ¿queréis saber qué está pasando? Vender team, you want to know what's happening with Vender? Come on, 101, how to be Spanish. Rule number 1, be passionate. You want to know what's happening with Vender? Sí. Come on, there you go. Aquí tenemos a Vender Rodríguez, un robot bastante especial. Vender está tomando una cerveza tranquilamente en su salón cuando de repente recibe un mensaje. ¿Un mensaje holográfico para mí? There you go. Some of you said, oh, this sticker is for me. That's the one. Para. Tenemos el addressee, el recipient, la persona que recibe la acción, ¿verdad? En inglés tendríamos el for. Este regalo es para ti. For whose? The present. The addressee of the present. Compraré este sofá para la casa. El libro rojo para Juan. El libro azul para Ana. Who is going to receive the objects, right? One of the most common cases for para, guys. So, the sticker es para vosotros. Vender lee el mensaje. Bla, 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 dragón, bla, 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 tesoro, bla, 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 fama. No. ¿Cómo que no? Vender, tienes que vencer al dragón. ¿Cómo? ¿Pero cómo que por qué? Porque te estoy escribiendo yo la historia y te digo que vayas a por el dragón. Mira, tío, no sé quién eres tú y qué quieres, pero no tengo ninguna intención de moverme de este sofá. Vaya héroe, ¿no? Tío, que te vayas a por el dragón. Besa mi culo metálico. Ok, ¿no me dejas más opción? Vale. I'm going to change the story then. Ok. Oh, I just turn it off. There you go. De repente, un gigantesco imán aparece por la parte superior de la habitación y atrapa a Vender. Se me cae el bolígrafo. Vender no puede moverse ni escapar. Además, en la esquina aparece un portal multidimensional que lleva a la cueva del dragón. ¿Te gusta eso, Vender? ¿Sabes? Me caes bien. Eres bastante cabrón para ser un humano. You're quite an asshole to be a human. Ese para. Let's see it. It's referencing a quality. En inglés, to be. Por ejemplo, eres muy listo para tener 5 años. Para ser español, eres muy guapo. You're quite handsome to be Spanish. Spanish people usually know. Es demasiado caro para ser falso, ¿verdad? Tenemos el segundo para, referencing a quality. Por eso él dice, ¿sabes? Me caes bien, eres bastante cabrón, capullo, para ser humano. Así que el imán empieza a moverse y avanza hacia el portal multidimensional. Vender está a punto de empezar su fantástica y forzada aventura. ¡Vamos para la cueva del dragón!, dice. Y aquí tenemos otro para, el tercero. Este para que nos dice towards, probably the one that most of you know, right? Que sería el a en español, el to. Voy para Madrid. Voy a Madrid. This one, it's a or para. The same. Es lo mismo a o para. ¿Este bus va para el ayuntamiento? ¿Este bus va al ayuntamiento. Estoy de camino para el Polyglot Gathering. Estoy de camino al Polyglot Gathering. Towards. Así que Bender cruza el portal y desaparece de la habitación. Vamos a dejar a Bender aquí y vamos a repasar las situaciones que ya tenemos. Chicos, tenemos goal purpose, that's why it's Bender, is the future. And then we've got the addressee, el sticker, la pegatina es para vosotros. Referencing equality, para ser español, eres guapo. Y towards, voy para el Polyglot Gathering. Volvamos a Jack Sparrow. Equipo Jack Sparrow, I want to hear you. Quiero escucharos. You're improving on Spanish 101. Very good. Let's keep going. What is doing Jack here? Jack ya ha encontrado la perla negra. Bien. Y se encuentra navegando los mares. Se dirige a Isla Tortuga, donde espera conseguir información valiosa sobre el dragón. Después de navegar durante 3 horas, Jack llega a su destino por la mañana. You knew this one. This one was quite obvious. Moments of the day, ¿verdad? In at. Muy fácil, chicos. Por la mañana, por la tarde, por la noche. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the night. As simple as that. Voy a ir por la mañana, el evento será por la tarde, todo el mundo duerme por la noche. Muy simple. En inglés tenéis 2, in at. Español, 1, por. Por eso decimos que después de navegar durante 3 horas, Jack llega a su destino, ¿cuándo? Moment of the day, por la mañana. En la isla Tortuga, Jack se reúne con un mercader de dudosa reputación. ¿Qué espera conseguir Jack allí? A cambio de unas monedas de oro, el mercader revela una profecía a Jack. Y la profecía dice: un dragón vencido por el rey de los piratas. A dragon slayed by the king of the pirates. Tenemos otro por. Let's check it out. Passive sentences. En español no utilizamos muchas oraciones pasivas. English is way more passive than Spanish. But anytime we use a passive sentence, siempre, siempre, siempre por. El trabajo ha sido rehecho por Juan, Don Quijote de la Mancha, por Miguel de Cervantes. El francés es hablado por los franceses. Always, always, always by, always, always, always por. Jack entiende que debe vencer al dragón e intercambia su valiosa brújula. Una brújula, it's a compass, right, that indicates the north. Intercambia su valiosa brújula por una espada especial matadragones. Este por es un exchange of. Anytime you exchange something, cada vez que cambiamos algo, siempre por. Careful, cuidado. Not always is obvious. Por ejemplo, cuando cambiamos dinero, 10 manzanas por 5 euros. That's not an exchange, that's an offer in the supermarket. It's 10 apples in exchange of 5 euros. Careful with that. There's all kinds of exchanges. And all of them use por. Siempre. Así que Jack se siente poderoso y preparado para vencer al peligroso dragón. Ahora solo debe poner rumbo a la cueva del dragón. Now he needs to go towards the dragon's cave. So we already have seen 3 more moments of the day. Por la mañana. Passive sentences. Un dragón vencido por el rey de los piratas. Y an exchange of. Anytime we exchange something, we trade something. Come back to Bender. Equipo Bender, ¿cómo estáis? Well, we're going there, we're getting there. Okay, so Bender is already on the dragon's cave. Let's see. Bender ya ha llegado a la cueva del dragón gracias al portal multidimensional. Seems that the Bender team is going to win so far. Let's see how that goes. Huele a pollo frito, he says. Smells like fried chicken. Para mí, ¿qué es aquí donde vive el dragón? I believe that it's here where the dragon lives. Smells like fried chicken. Para mí, whose opinion it is? This is a difficult one for you guys, because in English you don't say for me. You don't say for me, it smells like a fried chicken, right? Para mí, que Juan está mintiendo. This means, in my opinion, Juan is lying. Para mí. Always careful with the prepositional pronoun. Me, ti, él, ella, nosotros, vosotros, ellas. Para mí, para ti, para él, para ella, para nosotros, para vosotros, para él, para ellos, para ellas. Always with the prepositional one. El juego es divertido para ti. The game is fun for you, according to you. Nada es bueno para él. According to him, nothing's good. That's whose opinion it is. And he says, para mí, in my opinion, that's where he lives the dragon. Sí, Bender, ahí es donde vive el dragón. ¿Y ahora qué se supone que debo hacer? ¿Cómo que qué se supone que debes hacer? Debes entrar y matar al dragón. Oye, como tú estás escribiendo la historia, estoy escribiendo la historia, ¿qué pasa? Dile al dragón que no me pegue en la cara. Tell the dragon to not hit me in the face. Los fines de semana trabajo como modelo para Victoria's Secret. Weekends I work as a model for Victoria's Secret. Y tengo un desfile de modelos la semana que viene. And I've got a showroom next week. Tengo que estar perfecto para el martes. I need to be perfect for Tuesday. We've got two paras here. Now we're going to answer Bender. But first, let's check those two paras. First, para, employment. He's working for who? For Victoria's Secret. I work for Apple. José trabaja para Apple. Anna works as a spy for the government, para el gobierno de Estados Unidos. Yo no trabajo para él. I don't work for him. Who are you employed to? And the second one would be deadline. The finish line, la fecha límite. El trabajo es para el martes. Tiene que estar terminado para el sábado. Debemos estar preparados para Navidad. This is quite flexible, as you can see. Debemos estar preparados para Navidad. We must be ready before Christmas. Well, that is understood, that is the deadline, right? So by, before, for, it's always the deadline, okay? An easy way you can escape this preposition would be antes de. Por ejemplo, el trabajo tiene que estar antes del martes. Has to be before Tuesday. That's a nice way to escape it. More complicated, in my opinion. Por eso tenemos que los fines de semana trabajo como modelo y tengo que estar perfecto para el martes. Employment and deadline. Sí, Bender, no te preocupes. Yo hablo con el dragón. I will talk to the dragon. I will tell him not to hit. Let's continue the story. Bender entra decidido a matar al dragón sin sufrir ningún daño. Tan pronto como Bender entra en la cueva, una gigantesca llamarada de fuego sale de la cueva y quema por completo a Bender. A big ball of fire goes out of the cave and burns Bender. I'm sorry, Bender. He likes to swear a lot. Lo siento. Ya tenemos aquí los últimos de para. Chicos, whose opinion it is? Para mí, que Bender es imbécil. Employment, yo trabajo para Victoria's Secret. Deadline, el trabajo tiene que estar para el martes. Now, vamos a cambiar a Jack Sparrow. Vamos a ver qué pasa con Jack. Jack, ya ha llegado a la cueva del dragón. Seems that Jack is getting there, just with Bender. Mientras sus fieles marineros atracan la perla negra, Jack sube la colina hacia la cueva del dragón. Pero lleva una botella de ron y camina de lado a lado. ¿Qué? ¿Ha estado bebiendo, Jack? Jack, ¿has estado bebiendo, tío? Un pirata bebe 7 días por semana. Es el código de los piratas. Okay, so I'm gonna get the stickers back because I don't know who's worse, Bender or Jack. Let's see, Jack. Well, first let's check that por, and then we discuss this. Por, frequency, length of time. This is usually often a difficult one for students. Both are different. Careful. Frequency means how frequent you do something. Length of time means for how long you've been doing something. This is a quite important one when you tell, I've been living here for 5 years. He vivido en España por 20 años. What is this? Frequency or length of time? Length of time, right? Como solo verduras 2 días por semana. Frequency. I eat vegetables twice per week. Frequency. He aguantado la respiración por 2 minutos. El length of time es fácil, muy fácil, porque se puede sustituir por durante. Tan sencillo como eso. He vivido en España durante 20 años. ¡Wihí! Escape difficult Spanish. He aguantado la respiración durante 2 minutos. ¡Wihí! Good tricks. So that's why he says, un pirata bebe 7 días por semana. A pirate drinks 7 times per week, which is basically every day. Es el código de los piratas. Ya, Jack, vale, pero no puedes intentar matar a un dragón borracho, ¿verdad? No se puede. Pero es el código. A la mierda el código, tío. Cuidado, amigo mío, el código es la ley. Careful, my friend, the code is the key, is the law. Okay, let's do one thing. You cannot slay the dragon this way, so what are you saying? Es verdad. It's true. Tengo que beber más. I need to drink more. No, I didn't say that. Voy a beber un trago de ron por cada persona que esté disfrutando tu absurdo discurso. I'm going to drink a shot of rum for every person that is enjoying your absurd talk. Okay, let's discuss that later. Por distribution, right? We had length of time, we had frequency, we have distribution. Per, for. Comimos un trozo de pizza por persona. We ate a slice of pizza per person. El servicio es 20 euros por hora. The service is 20 euros per hour. Ganas 2 puntos por cada acierto. You earn 2 points per each correct answer. All these three, and many more examples, would be distribution, right? You get something every time that something happens. Now, let's discuss about this. No, Jack, you're not going to drink any what's happened here? Oíd. Here. Sí, vosotros. Yes, you. El público de esta, he's talking to you guys. Quiero oíros gritar. I want to hear you shout. Cuanto más gritéis, más beberé. The more you shout, the more I will drink. ¿Estáis disfrutando de la charla? Are you enjoying the talk? No, don't say, he's gonna drink if you shout. That's you to blame. Thank you. Who's gonna slay the dragon now? My God. Okay. He says, si fuera por mí, no bebería, pero ya sabes, es el código. Maldito código. Por mí. Si fuera por mí. Very similar. You remember whose opinion it is. Para mí, huele a pollo frito. For me, in my opinion, it smells like fried chicken. That's what Bender said. Here we've got, por mí, no bebería. That's if it was for me. It's a personal choice. Okay? Usually, these two get confused so many times, okay? Para mí, huele a pollo frito. In my opinion, it smells like fried chicken. This one is, if it is up to me. You cannot say, por mí huele a pollo frito. If it is up to me, it smells like fried chicken. That's weird, okay? This is a personal choice. The other one is whose opinion it is. Very careful with that difference. Si fuera por ti, nunca iríamos al cine. That's what my girlfriend tells me. Por mí puedes irte. If you ask me, you can go. Si fuera por él, ya lo habría hecho. If it was up to him, he would have already done it. So, ya los tenemos, chicos. We have already completed all the circumstances. Quick review. We've got recent cause. That's past. That's Jack Sparrow. We've got means of doing something. I talk through WhatsApp. Hablo por WhatsApp. Passage across location. Not the destination, because that would be para. The towards destination. It's the passage across locations. I'm walking through the corridor. Approximate location. My car should be around there. Mi coche debería estar por ahí. Moments of the day. Estamos por la tarde, o voy a ir por la tarde. Passive sentences. Esta charla ha sido dada por José. This talk has been delivered by José. In exchange for, te cambio mi lápiz por tu bolígrafo. Frequency, length of time. He vivido en España durante 20 años, por 20 años. Distribution. Distribution. I'm gonna drink, I just went blank for just a second. Distribution, I'm gonna drink a shot of rum per each person that is enjoying this talk. And finally, personal choice. If it is up to me, por mí. Goal, purpose, Bender, future, always, in order to, the substitution. Addressee, recipient, esta pegatina es para vosotros. Referencing a quality, para ser español, estás guapo. Towards, direction, the opposite of passage across locations. Whose opinion it is? Para mí, que sois un público excelente. According to me, you're an excellent audience. Employment, yo trabajo para Victoria's Secret. Y deadline, para el martes. ¿De acuerdo? Now, ya estamos aquí. Vamos a continuar con nuestra historia. Chicos, let's continue with the story. We're getting to the end. De repente, una voz grita desde lejos. ¿Y tú? ¿Quién demonios eres? Jack ve a un ser extraño en la puerta de la cueva del dragón. Soy el capitán Jack Sparrow y vengo a convertirme en el rey de los piratas. ¿Quién sois vos? Yo soy Bender Rodríguez y me han metido un imán por el culo y me han obligado a venir aquí. I'm Bender Rodríguez and they have put me a giant magnet in the ass and they have forced me to come here. Jack se acerca a Bender y le ofrece un trago de ron. Toma, bebe. Es la única forma de soportar este infierno. Here, drink. It's the only way to stand this hell. ¿Sabes? Me caes bien, capitán. You know, I like you, captain. Bender y Jack entran en la cueva del dragón y se encuentran con el dragón. Es hora de la batalla. This is style Pokemon. I wanted to put music, but it was impossible. Pikachu! So we've got the dragon, guys, against Jack Sparrow and Bender Rodríguez. I want to hear you both, because now they are a team. So, everyone, shout. Very good. So, let's go. Estoy emocionando beep, el concierto de esta noche. I'm excited for the concert of tonight. You've got 30 seconds. ¿Para? Who says por? Is it para? Okay, guys, let's analyze the sentence. Let's understand why is por or why is para. Now you've got the information, guys. It takes just time. Estoy emocionado. I'm excited for the concert of tonight. Ask yourself, can you change this for because of or in order to? Are you excited because of the concert of tonight? Or are you excited in order of the concert of tonight? Because of. The second one does not make any sense. You may be excited in order to attend the concert. And that's a different story. That's not what it says here, right? Estoy emocionado por el concierto de esta noche. And there you go, Jack Sparrow, obviously, because he's poor. Tell me. ¿Por qué el futuro? Wait. Just because the event, okay, forget about when the action takes place. That is not relevant information for this. For the por o para, what we care is the motivation. That is the answer of why. Claro. But here, that makes sense. Let me see if I find a good way to explain this. Let me check the time. We've got time. Vale. Anyway, if the action happens in the past or the future, every action is going to have a reason or a goal. That what I'm trying to tell you is tonight. Tonight there's a concert, right? We agree that tonight is the future. Makes sense. Beautiful. But the concert tonight, we may have a reason why we want to go. I want to go because I love musical concerts, for example. And that's my reason to attend the concert tonight. But the same action tonight, the concert tonight, I thought there was something here, can have a goal as well. I want to go to the concert tonight because I want to see my friend John there. You see it? Just because the action is done in the future, that does not mean that your motivation may be in the past or the future. What's important is according to you, not the objective fact that you're talking about. This is future, for sure. It's science. Tomorrow it's future. But what about you? That por is expressing your reason in the past, why you want to attend, in order, because of, or in order to, your goal.
So I'm confused because by intuition I would put por, but I was like focused on this explanation regarding to past and present. That's why I chosen para, and now I don't know.
Let's do one thing, guys. For the ones of you who get confused with the past and present, because this is in the future and blah, 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 the past and the future, sorry. Let's do one thing. Let's use the trick of substitution. We said that por is because of. We said that para is in order to. Let's translate this sentence as it is. Don't change anything, because as soon as you change something, everything can happen. I'm excited because of the concert tonight. Makes sense? Absolutely. I'm excited in order to the concert tonight. Makes no sense. I'm excited in order to attend the concert tonight. That would make sense. Does that help a little bit?
You could also see it as the state that you are in, this emotional state, has already happened. So that part of it is in the past. Yeah?
That's a good one. Technically, it's the present because I'm excited right now, but yeah, it's a good one. Absolutely, absolutely. If that helps you to identify the fact. Okay? Thank you. You want to come here? You're the teacher now. Very good. So, next one. Let's see. Vamos a salir temprano, beep, para evitar el tráfico. What kind of Spanish teacher am I? One that helps the students. I just gave you this one. Come on. Let's see why. Let's see. Forgive me for this spoiler. Why is para? We're gonna leave early in order to avoid the traffic, right? The traffic jam, the possible traffic jam, right? Does that make sense? Any question about this one? This one is easy. Because I told you, come on. Yeah, go ahead.
If, for example, it was in the past, you left early in the morning, so it was also para?
No. Because you're making the same mistake. I'm going to give you the microphone again so you can explain it. Because you made the same mistake that she did. You're thinking about the actual fact of we left. It's not about you. It's not about when objectively you left. It's about the reason, or it's answering the why, right? In this case, you left early in order to avoid the traffic. Now, what about? Let's make an exercise. Let's erase this. Vamos a salir temprano por el tráfico. Now makes sense. Why? Because if you translate it, you can exchange it for because of. We are going to leave early because of the traffic. And you can change the verbal tense here. You can use the past. We left early because of the traffic. Future, we will leave early because of the traffic. The verbal tense does not affect here. Por el tráfico. Para evitar el tráfico, por el tráfico. That's the key. It's like in English. In order to is always followed by a verb. In order to fly, in order to dance, in order to teach, in order to enjoy. Always a verb. That would be another trick. If you, I never say that because I think it's a bit more confusing. But if you find more clear, the future has the verb. In order to plus verb. Para plus verb. If that helps. Next one. Compré un regalo, beep. Now I'm not saying it. Mi madre es en su cumpleaños. I bought a present, beep, my mother in her birthday. Come on. Yeah. Hands up for para. Hands up for por. Now, yeah, good, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Let's see. Is it Jack or is it Bender? Is it por or is it para? It's Bender. Para. Muy bien, chicos. Very good. Let's analyze why. You may think about it. Take 3 seconds. Why? Because I bought a present. And the question is why you bought a present, right? But even more, careful with this. I told you this. One of the many mistakes that my students do, by the way, now I say my students, I realize that I did not introduce myself at the beginning. So I'm going to introduce now at the end. As you can tell, I'm not a usual person. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to finish with the beginning. So I bought a present for my mother. This is one of the biggest mistakes that my students do. My students think that every para in the world is reason versus goal. No, there are many situations for por and para. Careful with that, okay? Reason versus goal, past versus future, because of versus in order to is just one of the many circumstances, okay? Here, you may go to think like the goal, the thing, but this one, technically, is an addressee. You remember the second situation? El sticker, la pegatina es para vosotros. It's the addressee of the object. Who is going to receive the object? You bought a present, and who is going to receive it? Who is the destination of the present? Your mother. Does that make sense, guys? As I told you, you need to be very careful with the first ones. Reason, goal. The other ones, no question. The 4 people who said, por, maybe you were thinking about that. But this is because of my love my mother. Forget about that. This is addressee. Addressee, boom, para. It's a universal truth. Okay? Questions with this? No? Beautiful. We need to go a little bit faster. Paseo, beep, el parque todas las mañanas. Anyone para? Now you're scared. Come on. Por, very good. Jack Sparrow. Why? Because the park is not what? The destination. Thank you. It's the passage across locations. Excellent job. El tren sale, beep, Madrid a las 10 de la mañana. ¿Por? Anyone por? Very good. Este es el para que puedes... Tell me. You're going to make me run. I didn't want to sweat. Come on.
What if it goes through Madrid? Por el centro, por ejemplo.
Muy bien, but that would not be the verb salir. If you use the verb salir, you cannot well, if you exit through, yeah, that could be, yeah. We're going to exit this room through the door. Por. Right? Because would be would be both passage across locations, and even more would be the object you're using, the means of transportation or communication. Right? I talk by the phone, hablo por teléfono, salgo por la puerta. I get out through the door. Okay? Muy bien. Siguiente. He comprado 2 libros, ¡pip! 25 euros. Para. Anyone? Para? No? Okay, there you go. Boom! Jack Sparrow is hitting. Why? You know why, guys? Because I have bought 2 books. Exchange. You remember Jack Sparrow exchanging what? The compass, la brújula, for the sword, right? Muy bien. Hemos estado casados, beep, más de 35 años. Ooh, this one is tricky. Por, raise your hand. Para, raise your hand. Wow. Correcto. You were thinking like, oh, is it para? Is it para? It's por, absolutely, right? Length of time. Remember, right? Muy bien. Este juego debe terminar, beep, la hora de comer. This is true, by the way. This game has to end. Uy. Fight here between teams. Come on. Is it Bender? Is it Jack? Por, raise your hand. Para, raise your hand. Para wins. Para. Why is para, guys? Deadline. This game has to end by dinner time. That's another thing. Maybe some of you may be mistaken because you misunderstood the sentence. That's another story. I can help you with that, but that's another masterclass. That's another talk. Next year, I will tell you how to not misunderstand sentences. But if you do understand the story, then tell me.
What if the sentence meant the game should finish around?
Muy bien, because around would be a different preposition, one that has no complication, to be honest. One is quite easy, which is around, alrededor, sobre, El juego debe terminar sobre la hora de comer. Around. Ah, you mean because approximate, careful, approximate location. Claro, no, approximate location like my car is parked around there. But not for, claro, por ahí, but not for time. Ah, claro, por la noche sí. El juego debe terminar por la noche because it's a moment of the day. So guys, you slay the dragon, both together. Woo! So that, guys, is how you slay a dragon with the power of knowledge. If you allow me, it's already time. Give me just 2 seconds to introduce myself because I did not do it at the beginning of the talk. My name is Josep Martí. I'm a Spanish polyglot and I'm a Spanish teacher. I teach Spanish through using mnemonics and techniques that make things interesting, right? For those of you who don't know what a mnemonic is any technique that moves information from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. This is a mnemonic. Why? Because if I come here and give you the list of situations and go like, okay, there you go, then 5 minutes later, it's gone. Once you get to the buffet, it's not in your brain. Now, maybe, and that's my goal with this talk, is that you retain a little bit of that information in your long-term memory, because now you may go like, exchange, te cambio, wait, Jack Sparrow changing his compass by the sword, por, boom, right? That's the idea. It's a very effective way to teach a language. It's a beautiful way, and that's what I do. My business is called Polyglot Panda. It's a weird name, I know. I don't know why a panda. Everybody asks me, why a panda? They're cute. They're not Spanish. I was thinking about polyglot bull, polyglot toro, but it's not as cute, right? So polyglotpanda.com, you can check it out. There's a lot of free resources. There's a YouTube channel as well called Polyglot Panda, where you can learn Spanish through shows and movies like La Casa de Papel and Hercules, Disney, and a lot of classical movies. And that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the meeting. You learned just a little bit. And thank you very much for your attention.